Being away from Pattaya, I thought it would be easy. Focus on my work, focus on my finances. Today I have to admit, not being able to go back. It's wearing on me.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone.
Today is Flyaway Day, last half day in Pattaya. The one thing about Pattaya that I know for sure is it's comfortable here. This city, I understand.
If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew. My will is strong with a place to lean. In the moment I hung desperately. The other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds.
I really believe that Thailand has the ability to give you a glimpse into who you can be. I'm liking what I've been seeing the last 6 years.
Hey, you're here.
Or can you get in for
แล้วของฝรั่งมี
ให้เขาเลย
คนละอันด้วยนะ
Where's my Falong ticket?
พวกหนูมีแต่เพลงเนี้ย
The special ticket?
มันไม่มีทิกเก็ต
Walking around today on my last half day here in Thailand, I can't help but think of those people back home that do not support my decision to visit this city or this country. They think by telling me what they think I should do, they are helping me. I am reminded of a quote from a famous proverb, the monkey and the fish. Kindly let me save you, or you will drown, said the monkey, putting the fish up in the tree. You see, sometimes doing good for others can be destructive. How do other people know what is good for me? Only I know what is good for me. It's very simple. I can ask myself the question, am I happy? Or in the words of Leo Tolstoy, if you want to be happy, be happy. On my previous trips when I fly back home, I always have a return flight booked to come back. I'm lifted by the fact that I have a return date to the land of smiles. On this trip, because of the worldwide illness, There was no return flight booked. I really have no idea when I will return. I wonder what that will be like back home. When I first traveled to Thailand, people would ask me how my trip was. I never knew how to answer that. My entire brain had been reprogrammed to Thailand, and America no longer seemed like a fit for me. But nobody wanted to hear that. Today I realize there is a difficult truth to face. San Francisco is no longer feeling like my home. There is a new destination for me. I feel like I've been a flower, growing in the darkness. The least I can do is get myself some light. Once upon a time in Thailand, there was a farmer whose cow ran away. That evening, his friends came around and said, "We are sorry to hear your cow is gone. This is very bad news." The farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the cow came back and brought 3 cows with it. And in the evening, his friends came back and said, "This is great. You now have 4 cows." The farmer said, "Maybe." The following day, the farmer's son tried to milk one of the cows and had his leg stepped on, and his leg was broken. The farmer's friends said, "That's very sad, your son is injured." And the farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the Thai military came around looking for new Thai soldiers, and they rejected his son because he had a broken leg. Again, all the farmer's friends came around and said, "Isn't that great?" Again, the farmer said, "Maybe." The whole process of this universe is an integrated process of immense complexity, and it's really impossible to tell whether anything that happens in it is good or bad, because you never know what will be the consequence of misfortune, or you never know what will be the consequences of good fortune. The Sanctuary of Truth is perhaps the most iconic structure in Pattaya. Intricately carved entirely from teak wood, the awe-inspiring 100-meter tall hall is a one-of-a-kind structure, not to be matched anywhere in the world. Neither temple nor palace, despite looking like a hybrid of both, it was commissioned by a local business tycoon to act as a place of appreciation for philosophy, art, culture, and faith, without being tied to a single religion. Construction began in 1981 and has never finished. Sanctuary of Truth felt like the perfect last stop on this Richard Returns to Thailand trip. The truth of this moment is I do not know when I'll be back to Thailand. I'm worried that I may not be back for a very long time. Worry. It's an interesting topic. Weipo Yang, a great Chinese Taoist who spent his entire life studying a book called the I Ching, wrote many articles about the book. He was asked at the end of his life what was his conclusion of a life studying the I Ching. He said, "Worry is preposterous." And that was it. Is worry really that detrimental to our lives? Well, I think it is. Simply put, I believe worrying is betting against yourself. Holding on to something like this, Pattaya. Am I holding on to this too tightly? I run the chance of getting my life out of balance and I may lose the priorities of my life, work and family. A long time ago in Thailand, a Thai mother gave her daughter a bunny rabbit. The little girl was so delighted with the bunny rabbit and so afraid of losing it that taking it home on the motorbike with her mother, she squeezed it to death. And lots of us do this as well. We hold on to things too hard and too long that we squeeze the life right out of it. To have life and to have its benefits, you must at the same time let go of it. And at that time, you can feel perfectly free and happy. I have a recurring dream since being back in America. I dream that I'm at the airport, but all the flights are canceled. I'm trying to make my way back to Thailand, but none of the flights are departing, and nobody can help me. This dream is commonly referred to as an out-of-reach dream. It represents something in my real world that is out of reach. To be rid of this dream, it is recommended that I put together a can't-miss plan for reaching my goal. It's a truly frustrating dream that happens a couple of times a week. I feel like I'm going in circles each time I have this dream. The dream always ends up the same. I hail a taxi. I get in, and the instant I get in, I wake up in my bed. I've lived here all my life. This city has changed a lot over the years, and not for the better. Ernest Hemingway once wrote, "The world is a fine place." and worth fighting for. I agree with the second part. Pattaya has been very good to me over the years. It's a place that is hard to explain, but easy to understand. I've always had my focus on relocating to Thailand later in my life. Now, with the current situation in my home country, I am prepared to move that time up to now. Should I be concerned about the worldwide illness preventing me from making that move now? In the words of the Thai farmer, maybe. Should I be excited for all the future opportunities I will encounter in Thailand? Maybe. I've quoted a lot of great authors and philosophers during this Richard Returns to Thailand series. I'm the author of this next chapter, and I can't wait to start writing it. I hope you will come along with me on this channel to follow my journey. Thanks for watching, and I hope to meet you in Pattaya someday.